Hello all, welcome back to my channel. Hope you all are doing well. So today we are going to discuss one of the most important topic, which is your NumPy array attributes, right? So in Python we have two most important and most popular libraries, which is your pandas and NumPy. So if you have to move forward in any specific technology domain framework, so you must know these Python libraries like NumPy and Panda, especially for data cleaning parts as well. So today we are going to discuss NumPy array attributes. So before that, please subscribe to this channel. I have seen a lot of views, but people are not subscribing it. Kindly subscribe to this channel so that you should not miss such important updates, and missing an update is just like not playing an important role in knowledge gaining, right? So just subscribe to this channel to get latest such updates, and this will definitely evergreen your knowledge, right? So yeah, let's get started. So NumPy array attributes, right? We are going to see the practical implementation as well. So what is NumPy actually? So NumPy means numerical Python is a library for numerical computing, provides multi-dimensional arrays and fast mathematical operations essential for data analysis, machine learning and scientific computing, right? So NumPy is a numerical Python library, right, for numerical computing, right? So we must understand like how the NumPy is basically what it is. So it's a multi-dimensional arrays and for fast mathematical operations. It is very useful for data analysis, machine learning and scientific computing. Yeah. So these are the array attributes that we are going to see with the practical demonstration, and make a very important note here that this is going to be very important from your interview point of perspective as well, because see, interviewers expect that one should have a basic understanding of that particular technology, right? So these are the very basic root points that we are discussing here, and it will definitely help you to crack your interviews as well, right? It is going to serve you as a quick revision before that, and practical implementation already it would be clear. So what are the attributes? Shape means dimensions of array, ndim number of dimensions, size total number of elements, d type data type of elements, item size memory size per element. Okay, so we are going to see the practical implementation, do not worry. So these is just a theoretical part, should note it down, right? And just check your understanding, practice it with a large variety of other data sets as well, as practice makes a man perfect, right? So let's quickly jump to our Jupyter notebook and try to understand these attributes in detail, how it serves the purpose, right? So let me just go back to my Jupyter notebook. Okay, so this is my Jupyter notebook. So you must have seen that while performing the pandas practical, right? If you have watched my previous tutorials, how we used to work for pandas, right? We are going to import the library, right? So here the same thing we are going to do, import numpy as np. Okay, so this is a very basic step you should know. Okay, so we have to import the libraries if we have to use, right? And then I'm going to create two arrays. One is one dimensional array and the other is a two dimensional array. Okay, so let us do that. So I'm just going to put a hashtag over here saying that it's a 1D array. Just a second, 1D array, so that for clear understanding what exactly I am do. So I'm just going to take a variable a is equal to np dot array. Okay, and it depends on how the data you want to keep. So right now I just a second. So right now I just want to keep it like 1 comma 2 comma 3. So just within the this one, so it is going to that. Now I'm going to create the 2D array. Okay, so let me just quickly create the 2D array. I'm just commenting it to make it sure like we are creating a 2D array. So same way you can take a variable b is equal to np dot array, and we are going to create 2D array here. So if you have studied the matrices, right, in your mathematics, so you must be aware what is one dimensional, what is two dimensional, how the matrix look like, right? So you should have a strong understanding of matrices. Okay, so here we have just created a 1D array. Okay, you can see that it's a 1D array and it's a 2D array. Now we are going to see by how we are going to see. Right now if you try to execute this statement, it won't show you anything. Why? Because we need to check it by print. Okay, so what we are going to do, print A. Okay, we have to just print them to check the data. Print B. Okay, just a second. Print B. Okay, if we are going to just check it, print B. Yeah, so now if you run this statement, what will you see? So this is our first 1D array, 1 comma 2 comma 3, and two dimensional array means rows and columns, right? So this is 1 2 3 4 5 6, the same that we have just created here. Now let's check the attributes of the array. Okay, so right now what I'm going to do is first, what is our first attribute? Shape. Print A dot shape, right? So once you print A dot shape, and I'm going to simultaneously do for the 1D and 2D array. Okay, the same way. Print A dot shape, print B dot shape. What is going to give you? This is going to give you 3. 3 means, if you clearly check here, we have only uh, 3 elements in one dimensional. Okay, just a second. If you here, you can see that we it is showing 3, and for B it is showing 2 comma 3, means 2 rows and 3 columns. If you clearly check here, if you see here, this is row number 1, this is row number 2, right? And in that, what we have 3 columns. Okay, so in the first one, what it is showing, 3 elements in one dimension, and the second one, it is showing 2 rows and 3 columns, right? So in this way the shape attributes work, right? Now let's check the another attribute. Okay, which is your endim. I'm just going to copy paste this, and sorry, this one, and perform the other attributes as well. Okay, now I'm going to utilize endim. Okay, what is the number of dimensions? Okay, same thing here, and now I'm just going to run this. It is going to show me 1 and 2. So what does it mean? This is a one dimensional array, the second one is a second dimensional array. So endim attribute help us to identify the dimensions. Is it a one dimension, is it a two dimension, it is a three dimension, and so on, right? Now let's jump quickly to the next attribute, which is your size attribute. So let me just copy this, and just we are going to just paste it here. And what is the other one? Dot size. Okay, so we are just going to check how the size attribute works. Same for the other matrix as well. So let me just run this. You are getting it 3 and 6, right? So it means that total number of elements. So if you see in the first one, we have 3 elements, which is 1, 2, and 3. And in the second one, if you see, we have total 6 elements. So size means the total number of elements in an array, right? So if you see the 1, 2, and 3, these are the 3 elements. In the second one, if you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so we have total 6 elements, right? So I hope that attribute is clear to you. Now let's go to another attribute, which is your D type. So let me just copy paste the same thing here. A dot D type. Let me just quickly check it here. B dot D type. It is going to fetch the data type, right? Integer 32, right? So if your elements in an array could be float, integer, decimal point, string, so whatever it is, the D type is going to give you the same thing, right? The data type, whether it is an integer. In here we have integer, that's why it is given int 32, right? So I hope that is clear. The last part is item size. Okay, let's see how this works. Item size, right? And b dot item size. Okay, so just let me quickly check that what output is going to give you. Okay, 4, right? Just a second. So what does item size? That returns the memory in bytes required to store a single element in an array. Okay, so what, just a second, let me just copy paste it and just try to print it. A dot item size and b dot item size, right? So what it is going to give you, it is going to give you the number of bytes required to store a 4. Okay. Okay, I'm sorry, this is a spelling mistake here. Let me just quickly run it again. So you can see that it is giving 4 4. So each integer in A takes 4 bytes in memory, and each integer in B takes 4 bytes in memory. Okay. So item size means the memory required to store a single element in array, right? So what is the memory of that one particular element, right? So they are in per integer size, it is 4 per integer. Okay. So size depends on the system. On some systems, it might be 8 bytes if using int64, right? It depends on system to system. So these are the basics pertaining to the NumPy attributes. I hope you all like, and this will definitely help you for your interview point of perspective as well. So thank you. Stay tuned to this channel. Thank you all so much. Take care. Bye.